Tervetuloa RoboConin 2024. Goedemorgen, welkom op RoboCon 2024. Guten Morgen, willkommen zu RoboCon 2024. And welcome, good morning, welcome to RoboCon 2024. That was a hard one, at least. Okay. So that was Finnish, Dutch and German and English. My name is René Roner and I want to give you a very brief welcome here, and I'm super happy to stand here again. That this great RoboCon can happen every year, and that we have so many people here again. We have again 250 people. Actually, we got a booking this morning and one in the afternoon yesterday, so we have 252 people booked, and we are definitely over 200 today already here in the room. That's again an increase since COVID. We had no one here in the room or in the BioRex, so we are getting up, and I'm really happy about that. I just want to welcome you. Miikka, Mateusz, Pekka will tell you later a little bit more content. I just want to give you one small exercise that you please stand up, not all now. I want please now all the Finns or the people who are traveling here from Finland or Helsinki, please stand up once. So to all others, do you see that this number is decreasing compared to the number of people sitting? I don't say that the Finns are decreasing, I just say we have more diversity every year. Thank you, you may sit down. We have actually, from the participants, we have 72 of 250 Finnish bookings here. The next biggest group is the Germans. Can you please stand up briefly? Or people coming from Germany, not only Germans. So we have 45 Germans actually under the participants, excluded the speakers. You may sit down. And the Dutch group is really big this year as well, 20 people. Can you please stand up? So compared to Germany, Dutch is, I think, 10-20% or something like this from the size? And you have way more people in the comparison, so welcome the Dutch. And then we also have people from Czech, we have Slovakians, we have people from the US, Austria, Spain, Internet Explorer, no, that's Ireland. We have Switzerland too. We have one participant from Poland. Was it here, someone? No? So one from Poland and one from Ukraine. So welcome you all, and big applause to all people traveling here. And I actually want to give one very big applause also to one of our speakers who traveled with his wife from Australia to RoboCon to just give a talk here. So thank you, Dave, for traveling so far. So that's it for me, and I want now to give to Miikka talk about Robot Framework Foundation and his ideas. Thank you. Miikka, please.
Perfect. Excellent. So, welcome everybody from my side as well. So, today I'm here to talk about Robot Framework Foundation from 101 to the future. So, my name is Miikka Solmela. I'm the Executive Director of the Robot Framework Foundation. But what is the Robot Framework Foundation, you may ask? A non-profit, democratic organization. So we have, as of today, 65 members from 9 different countries. And what the democracy means is everybody has an equal vote. So it doesn't matter if it's a multi-million-dollar business or a one-person company. Everybody's equal. And non-profit, of course, means that everything we get, we use for our purpose. And our purpose, our purpose is to guarantee now and in the future, that robot framework is well maintained and it stays best in the market. Our community fosters and our ecosystem grows and stays relevant. So our purpose is quite simple. How do we do it, you may ask? So we pile up the membership fees from our member companies, and then we use that money to develop further robot framework, make new releases. Also, we sometimes have support for ecosystem projects. Today also we have a great conference here, so we organize local meetups with our partners. So we are there for the community physically, in the internet, in our Slack, in our forum. So those are the things we do. You also may have noticed last time we released this robot framework guides, so material for people to get started with robot framework and also a little bit more expert advanced topics. Naturally, we also have the user guide and other good support for people who are using robot framework. So it's all of those things are our main things. So robot framework itself, the ecosystem, the community. That's what we are here for. Now, I actually want to jump to a bit different topic. So all the Finns who just stood up, I presume you know this person, but anybody else outside Finland, do you know who he is? That's okay. I didn't expect anybody to know, but so this is a Finnish philosopher, Esa Saarinen. He's quite well known here in Finland. And one of his famous quotes is, "Better thinking generates better life." What does that mean? What does it mean that better thinking generates better life? Let's get back to that soon. First, Esa Saarinen has these lectures, and it was before Technical University, and then today Aalto University, which has all faculties. So he's been running those for 20 years or something. So that's called philosophy and system thinking. Philosophy you probably know a little bit, but the system thinking maybe is something that's not super easy to understand. But I'm not gonna do a deep dive, but just as a reference point, there's, for example, neuroscience researcher Daniel Kahneman, who's quite well known. He speaks a lot about the so-called System 1 and System 2, which all people have. So in brain scans, you can see that some systems in your brain or some functions in your brain are more active when you are doing things. So the System 1 is so-called lizard brain, or this autopilot. So you're to go to when you are not actually thinking what you are doing. And the System 2 is then the more elaborate, that you're actually using your brain power, that you are actually thinking what you're thinking, you're actually putting thought into it. And this is important, the System 2, putting thought into it. So when you are just going your daily life, it's fine to go with autopilot, at least parts of it. But when we are here in the conference, I would like to activate a little bit this System 2 and this way of taking a step back, seeing the big picture, thinking what you're actually thinking when you are sitting there listening to these great talks we're going to have today, when you're having the discussions in the discussion area or in the break room. So I would like to focus just a little bit there, kind of what you go through in your head, because it matters. For example, a good example of a System 1 response may be that when my wife is not happy that I have left some plates on the sink and not put them in the dishwasher, I might also get a little bit, well, let's say I could answer her in a nice way or in an automatic way that I just say like, no, just do it. So the important thing is to stop and think about, my wife probably had a long day as well. She's been taking care of our kid, and she just wants a moment of time on herself, and maybe I should actually just put the dishes to the dishwasher. And that small moment of time is just one example how you can stop and think and improve your life in practice. But those are things that, as we go through our daily life, we are so busy that we quite often may not do it. Esa Saarinen has also one other important thing I would like to bring here today. So he has a special way of starting his lectures. In his lectures, there's a brief moment when people meet, and in a moment I will ask you to rise. Hopefully you can meet somebody you haven't met before, shake hands, if you are courageous, maybe even have a hug or greet in some other way. Exchange a few words, why are you here today in RoboCon? Maybe what you are doing with Robot Framework, or what are you looking forward as a talk or topic today. So please rise and shake hands or greet somebody, preferably somebody you haven't met before. Let's use maybe 1 minute here, so don't go too far. Okay. So everybody, let's settle in again. I know the conversations are interesting. You are very welcome to continue them soon enough. Please be seated. Thank you, thank you. So, how did it feel? Anybody? How did it feel? Great? Good. It looked and felt amazing. It's all about people. And that's what I'm here to say as well. So, these connections we make here, that's very important. Another important thing is that you keep an open mind. So, going back to the system 1 and system 2, so if you are just in an executive mode, you are just doing things and not really thinking about it, you're maybe missing some important discussion points, or maybe even overlooking some presentations or talks we're going to have today, because they are not in your focus. Quite often we focus a lot on what we do and what we know, and we may judge something just because it's not there in our focus. But when we start thinking about things, we can take more from the outskirts of our thinking, outskirts of our current knowledge, and expand it. And maybe something that you pick up today will, in a year from now, a few years from now, be a very center of what you do. So we have an ability as humans to grow. We have an ability to learn and take things further if we keep an open mind, if we are open to people, these discussions and ideas that are maybe not as of today, yet in the core of what we do. But that's philosophy. Now let's deep dive a little bit into foundation in numbers. So here we have a graph of our member companies from 2015 when we started, so that's 0. As of February 2024, we are in 65 members. How does that look? Okay? Yeah? Not too bad. Yeah. Big shout out to all member companies here. So let's have a hand for everybody who is from a member company. Thank you. You are doing great. For those who are not yet, we will get there. So the revenue here, there is a big jump in 2020. It's misleading because, as you can see, it's just an increase in the membership fees, not the members per se. It's a little bit flat here. And this is also where I need a little bit help. So 2024, there's not much happening, but I have a dream. So this is where it gets important. So I have a dream of a bigger core team. I have a dream of an even better ecosystem. And I have a dream of an even better community. And lastly, I have a dream of a global takeover. Now, how do we get there? So, it all starts with people. So it all starts with all of us here. So, for those who weren't from the member companies, don't worry, you will get there. So just reach out to me today or go to robotframework.org, join the foundation. If you are a manager, you can do the decision. Good. If you're not, you can nudge your manager, hey, this is important. There's this great open source tool we are using, but we are not actually supporting it. Please, do join the foundation. That's how we get money for the development and the ecosystem and the community. Also, you as an individual, you can be just a little bit more active. Not to take any stance how active you are today. You can be the most active person, or you can be yet to be active. But it's still, you can be a little bit more active. And whatever that means for you. It can mean answering questions in our Slack. It can mean doing your own ecosystem project. It can also mean open sourcing your company's private projects. So just something. Start from small. You can also become a community leader. This is not a ready-made concept. It's something that we hope to have. Maybe let's call it a program of some kind. So the main idea is here to grow people in our community, to get them learn, get them to the next level. Also, this year we are launching an ambassador program. In practice, it means that we want you or your company to go to conferences, to talk about robot framework, give workshops, tutorials. Also, it could mean purchasing in as a company, a booth at the conference, and having their robot framework experts to talk about robot framework and talk about people, about foundation as well. So if this is something that resonates with you, any of this, I hope it is, but do come talk to me. Would be really nice to kickstart the conference with few people, few companies who are already interested in contributing. But that's how we get there. Now, sorry, let's revert back. I want to welcome on stage Mateusz Nojek. So big applause to Mateusz.
Hello. I want to correct one mistake that René did. He said there's only one person from Poland, and I'm from Poland, and I heard at least one more person from Poland, so we need to look into the data later.
I said participant, you're a speaker.
Okay. So, my name is Mateusz Nojek, I'm a RoboCon co-organizer, and I'm the CFO of this event. CFO meaning Chief Fun Officer. And I wanted to ask you, are you having fun? Yes. Cool. maybe a bit louder because I want a rise from Miikka, so again. Okay, so this year we wanted to do something new, something fresh, and something that brings us closer, gives us a bit of a competition, and most importantly, have some fun, right? So in the organizing thing, we were asking ourselves, wondering how we can make the event better, how we can put it to the next level, and what can we done that gives us more value, and more value to everyone, to participants, to sponsors, to speakers, and to ourselves. So what binds these things together, right? And the answer is play, fun, and gamification. So basically, this year we have a gamification for you, which is just a game that you can play. And if you play the game, you can win some prizes, right? So everyone that completes several tasks can get a guaranteed prize. And those of you who try harder will have a chance to win even a better prize. And also have some kind of a competition, because who doesn't like competition, right? So let's start from the beginning. So there are 18 tasks, and each task waits for you to be completed. And when you complete it, you get this shiny sticker, as you can see. This brilliant GIF on the slide. So when you collect a specific amount of stickers, you get the prize. And we know that the power of RoboCon is community. So we want it to take it to the next level. And through gamification, we will interact with each other more frequently. So now take a look at your badge that you have. And do you see a little flip to play a game at the bottom, right? And so just flip it over. And then you have this kind of a rules at the top and a table, which may seem strange at first, but it shouldn't be hard to understand. So there is a short explanation of the rules at the top. If you want more, if it's not clear to you, there is also a page robocon.io/game, and you have more detailed rules there. So you can also see these 18 tasks on the table, and you can complete them and get the sticker. And if you collect the stickers, you get the prize. So let's take a look at these tasks. So first of all, you have these 7 logos of our sponsors, and each sponsor, let's give them a hand. So each sponsor has a task for you, a special task for you. It's designed by them, so you can just go to them and ask, hey, what can I do, how we can play, and they will tell you what you need to do. If you finish the task, you get a sticker, they place the sticker on your badge, and that's how you collect them. Then there is a joker task, and a joker task is, maybe it can be shortly described as be nice and proactive, and you might get one. Something like this. If you need more details, go to the rules at robocon.io/game. And then there are these 10 tasks, which are shortly described here. And maybe just let's pick something and see what's there. So for example, there's this take a pic at the photo wall, so task 10. So there is a photo wall. If you come outside of the main hall, on the left side there's a big photo wall. You take a pic there, probably with someone, not just a photo wall, right? So you and the photo wall. And you show it at the merge desk. So merge desk is just in the center. You show the photo, you get a sticker, right? There's, for example, what else? 14, pass a quiz. So robocon.io/quiz, there's a quiz, you need to complete it. If you have 70%, you get a sticker. Where you need to show this task, this quiz completed? At the merge desk. Always at the merge desk, these 10 general, let's say, RoboCon tasks. So it goes like this. If you have any questions, just look at the rules at RoboCon.io/game, or ask me or anyone else or someone at the merge desk, and they should tell you how it's going on. So let's talk about prizes. If you collect 8 stickers, there is a guaranteed gift that you can just pick from the merge desk. But if you complete these 8 tasks today, at the first day, there is a special raffle at the end of today, and we will, give me 5 seconds. So, can you hear me? It doesn't work. I broke it. Okay, so there's a mug like this, and there's a t-shirt like this, and there's also a hoodie. So if you complete these 8 tasks today, you will take part in the special raffle, and 5 people will be chosen. And you can get one of these.
How do I get a RoboCon hoodie?
RoboCon hoodie?
Yeah.
Which one?
What
This?
you wear?
Sorry?
The one you have.
This one?
Yeah.
You need to be a speaker.
How do I get a speaker?
You need to come here and say something. And there's also a higher tray prize. So it's for 13 stickers. And anyone that collects 18 stickers, go to the merge desk, show that you have at least 13 stickers out of 18 stickers. And we will scan your badge, and you will be taking part in the free ticket lottery. So you can win a free ticket for the next year's event. And it will happen tomorrow's evening at the end of the event. Yep. So, again, if you have any questions, RoboCon.io/game, or you can also use the app. So this year we have a mobile app, an event app, and it's called Greedily Event App. So if you don't have it, just scan the QR code, the one on the left for the iOS, and for Android the right, and download it right now. If you need Wi-Fi, scan it easy, no password. So right now is the time. If you miss it, there are also QR codes somewhere at the venue place, or you can just search for Greedily Event App and just download it. And you need to log in with your email address that you used during the registration. So you don't need to create password. You will receive an email, you copy the code, paste it into the app, and you are logged in. And you should have access to all of the stuff there. So what's there? Of course, there's useful information there, like what is RoboCon, when is it, like what is the agenda. You can add a specific talks into your calendar right there in the app so that you don't miss it. You will then have a push notification that says, hey, your talk you wanted to see is happening right now. You can rate the talks, which I really encourage you to do, because then you get a sticker if you rate the talk. It's task number 9. If you rate the talk, show that you rated at the merge desk and you get a sticker. You can scan others' badges and add them to save into your phone, so that if you meet someone, you want to remember who was it, then you can scan their badge, scan their app, and then you will have it on your phone. There's also a venue map, which will be covered in a moment, but you can see basically how it looks like and when you can find specific areas. There's also a virtual sponsor booth of each sponsors that are here. We will be also using Slido for questions and answers, so you can also go to the Q&A tab in the app, and then you can just ask questions. The rules are also in the app, and the lightning talk submissions. And the lightning talks happen tomorrow, I think after lunch, something like this. So tomorrow you can be on stage here and present something. You will be having 7 minutes from the stage but you need to submit your idea. So if you go to Lightning Talks in the app, you can submit your title, description, and the talks that are highly rated, so you can react, you can give a heart to the submission. So the talks that has the most hearts will be chosen, and you can speak from the stage.
10 minutes per talk, so don't make it long.
10. Okay.
Hour 8 plus Q&A.
Okay. There is also a quiz, which you also need to do if you want a sticker, and there's also a community survey. And this is how it looks. So this is the agenda. You can see the speakers, you can read the description of the agenda. There is also a QR code of a participant that you can scan, and this is me scanning René's QR code on my computer, just to show you how it works. So you can see René, you can see when he speaks, and so on. There's also a venue map. So if you go to venue, you can zoom in and see just basically how it looks like. And there's also expo sponsors, but I didn't want to pick a specific sponsor, so just scrolling through all of them. And the rules of the gamification, again, if you want to find them, there are here. And of course, the lightning talks. So a possibility to speak from this stage. So now you can hide your phones in the pockets and focus, because now it's Pekka's turn, and he's going to say something, I think something important, about the latest changes in the Robot Framework core. So thank you, and have some fun.
What slide do I have?
That's your slide.
Okay, cool. Okay, great to be here. Yeah, I was told before that I have 5 to 15 minutes to talk about Robot Framework 7, and it turned out that these guys have spent all that time, but now I was graciously given 5 minutes to talk about this, so let's try to be quick. So yeah, before going to Robot Framework 7 otherwise, I want to thank the Robot Framework Foundation for sponsoring that release. That's another thing that we've done with the money. So if you participated in RoboCon last year, some of that money that we got from there has been spent for this and so on. But yeah, it's a great new release. It has some new features for regular Robot Framework users, people just creating tests or tasks with the framework. Most important one of them is the new var syntax that makes it much more convenient to create variables within your test, tasks, or keywords. But the biggest enhancement in this release are related to the extensions API. There are some nice features for libraries, but especially the listener API has been enhanced a lot. And if you're thinking what is listener API in Robot Framework, well, we had a talk about listeners, I think last year, RoboCon, so there's certainly a talk about that in RoboCon talk archives. You can find more about them. If you go and check out the archives and check the talk, you'll learn that there are 2 listener APIs. There's older version 2 and newer version 3. The newer one isn't particularly new. It was introduced already in 2015 in Robot Framework 3, but it was lacking a lot because it missed possibility to get notification when keywords start and end. That was something that the older API had. We didn't add that functionality there initially because when we were adding the listener version 3, we realized that, okay, that's way too big task, takes too much time, requires too much internal changes. And over the years, this functionality had been requested multiple times, but the answer was always the same. No, too big task, too much internal changes, cannot be done now. But now finally, in Robot Framework 7, we got it done, which is great. And I expect that next year, RoboCon, there are going to be talks about new tools, plugins, whatever, that are using these new features provided by this listener API. I'm not going to talk much more about the features. First of all, I don't have time, and secondly, there's going to be a separate presentation in the online RoboCon about everything new in Robot Framework 7, also about backwards thinkable changes and deprecations. So I'll go there, those features through with examples. And since you are here, you already got a free ticket if you didn't know. You have a free ticket to the online conference, so I hope you can join and see that. So that's the latest release. We are of course going to do some development afterwards as well. Right now, the Robot Framework 7.01, a bug fix release is under development, so if you tested this release, found something, it would be a very good time to report the issues now, because then we get them fixed in this bug fix release. If you haven't tested this release yet, now would be excellent time to do that as well and report those possible findings so they get fixed. I expect this bug fix release to be released sometime little after the online RoboCon, maybe most likely early March. Otherwise, there's not going to be that much Robot Framework core development this spring, simply because I'm actually on paternity leave. I started that right after we got that 7.0 release done, so I'm mostly spending time with our 8-month-old at home. But thank you. Yeah, there was a small chance I needed to take her with me here on stage, because my wife is actually on a business trip in Amsterdam, and my mother got here to help, but she also was kind of nearly getting ill, and then I was thinking, well, if she cannot come, then what I do next is that I'll have here as an assistant. But well, now I didn't need to do that. That's good. Anyhow, I will have some time to do something small, and I expect that there are people who are interested to provide contribution, implement new features, so I'll have some time for reviewing pull requests. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe in June there would be 7.1 feature release, not very big release, but some release with some new features. So if you have ideas about further enhancements to Robot Framework that you would like to see then contact me or submit a pull request, submit an issue, and so on. But yeah, that's, I guess, everything I have to say. And also, I think I was just about to spend my 5 minutes here, so thanks.
So, welcome again. We just want to give you a short heads up about the conference plan and go a little bit into that. And one important thing today, I will not be on stage all the time, luckily, and neither do Miikka or Mateusz. So our host today, and a big applause, please. One moment. Again, even that he behaved last time a little bit weirdly, is Antti Akoniemi.
Thank you. Thanks, and nice to see you, everyone again. Did you miss me? Yeah. Hey. Oh, yeah. I miss you too. One point about this: you can do whatever you want. You can be the best in anything you do if you be specific enough.
Yeah.
Like, just narrow it down, and you'll be the best.
I heard actually that there is another comedian from Martin Laakso that looks like you, but I would add here in the end, like, who is not good in pronouncing foreign names, then it would fit again to him. So
yeah, thanks, and that's the reason why I grew my hair. Like, he has the other guy. Yeah. He's bald.
Ah, okay.
I was bald. So.
I wanted also to say that it says our host today, so we are not sure if tomorrow. No. We'll see.
Behave.
I'll try my best to be here tomorrow. And one point, Miikka had a dream, and you were talking about fun. My goal today is to have fun. I hope that's also one of your goals. But please think about, during the coffee break, think about what are your goals for this event. What do you want to learn? What do you want to do? I'll ask around later on what the goals are. So there's a quiz, and you get stickers, I think, or something. But think about your goals. That's all, and I think fun is good. Fun is good. I really like it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, briefly the plan of the map. So we are all here in this one floor. There is another thing happen upstairs, but that's not us. People were pretty old there. So, however, so here the RoboCon is happening. You are in the main stage up there, or I'm at the main stage. You are in the audience room. And when you go out, you come to our socializing area. You see here the merch desk directly between these two doors, and you also see the 7 sponsor booths, so please visit the sponsors. Without those sponsors, a RoboCon would definitely not be possible, because we would not have money to kickstart it at the very beginning, and we wouldn't have that safety cushion. So again, please, a very big applause to our sponsors. Also, those companies who come here with 10 people are also really, really supporting us. So take a role model in them and bring your companions with you next time if you're below 10 here. So,
Or grow your company if it's not big enough.
Oh yeah, that's also good. Or become a speaker, then you get a free ticket. If you go out and left, you see the speakers corner there. That's where you will find us or any other speaker after the break, after his talk. So speakers go there. Please let them grab a coffee first, and please don't directly tackle them down once they are leaving the stage. Yeah? So give them enough room to go to the speaker's corner with a coffee in their hand, and then there are sofas. You can chat with them, you can talk with them the whole day, and they will be happy to answer all your questions. We also have a discussion area, which is basically the lower part here of the whole thing. And in that discussion area, we have made tables to find peer groups. So if you say, hey, I want to do embedded testing, for example, I would say that's still a minority here. You don't have to feel weird. There are other embedded testers here as well that are interested in hardware. So just grab a pen, write embedded table or something like this on the table, put it there, grab a coffee and sit down. And eventually, someone else interested in embedded testing will come and you can have a chat. Same as before, you can just talk to strangers, but this time about maybe a common topic that's not just robot framework. That discussion area is from the lower right part and the big tables. That's the idea there. Also, we have a bar at the discussion area, so if the, mood gets some light up or so, you can get a Coke or beer. Okay. That's basically it over the map. Did I forget anything? We will have a small breakfast after this talk, so we are standing between you and your breakfast. So just one last thing, basically. We have a gamification in the evening as well. There's this mystery thing happening. It will be a lot of fun. Stay there. You can also win there something as audience, and you can win stuff if you may come on stage and play a game with us. We need you participating that kind of now until early afternoon. There, if you scan the QR code, you will also get to Slido. There are 2 questions. What editor are you using for Robot Framework, and what openly available library is the most relevant for you? So we are not talking about your own written library that is not published, but published ones. Please write the name there. And we will have some kind of statistics afterwards, how often something has been named. So that's a survey. Please start it. Please do it once so that we get a rough idea. You can, in the app, actually, you can do it multiple times. But that's not how it was intended to be. Okay. Did I forget anything?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then thank you very much. And that's for it for now from us 3, and you will find us out there. If you find anyone else with a black name badge, those people you can just ask stuff about conference and what's going on here. So this is our Orga team. So please feel free to directly contact us. Even if we look busy, we will tell you if we have time or not. And so, thank you.
Thank you. Enjoy the day.